Staff, are we good? Just give me a thumbs up if you can. If you're on PC, I don't know how you're gonna.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hey.
So this is the delegation meeting
The majority of your staff are on
this is the delegation
AC.
meeting. This is gonna be, normal
Are you
delegation meeting.
representing
So
the ground?
Huh?
we are gonna talk about some pretty important topics today. So I suggest you stay tuned. Thank you very much. This is your president speaking, by the way.
Can you represent the main
President Big Man. There's Lord Melbourne, the creator of Fort Victoria.
We're gonna get started. Is everything all right? I still see some commotion. Everything okay?
Trying to get people seated.
Tables. Like, can we have this, but with the tables?
Hit this one with the tables. You got it for next time. Absolutely, we can have this with the tables.
Guys, go ahead, follow me.
Well,
Likes the tables.
here's I was going to tell you what. I was gonna leave this stage for only when we're gonna do things that don't require, like for today, for example. Today we're gonna pass around the mic. You guys will give some inputs. The tables, I'm gonna leave it specifically for when we're actually gonna we're gonna talk about some serious things. This is more, this is more of a, well, you see it. It's a stage, right? This is supposed to be
really
a little bit more chill.
This is bringing me back to my childhood when we had those assemblies.
All right. Well, it's what it is. I hope you guys are comfortable. Okay. So good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm glad each and every one of you could make it here.
Melbourne.
I'm gonna hurt him. I'm gonna really need to put that panel in here to mute him. I'll be doing everybody a favor. All right. Good. Good to have you guys here. Everybody here has their +1? I hope. Right?
Yeah. I do. He right here.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. All right. Cool. Good to see you guys. Welcome. I got some very, very exciting things to talk about. And give me a minute because somebody is lagging in the Discord call. All right, cool. Sorry about that. Let's begin. Again, I'll say it a 5th time. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for taking time to be here. Very excited to see you guys. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've made one of these. It was a long time coming, but unfortunately I've continued to have some technical problems every time I try to make one. But we're here. We got some exciting news for you here at Fort Victoria. Maybe you guys have seen the New World updates. And I'm not talking about the no-no signs. That's old news. I'm talking about a new poster that got put. There is a world being made. There's a world being made that's going to have vehicles so that you guys can do vehicle training. That's literally the name of it. So it's very exciting things that are coming. It's going to have helicopters, going to have cars, little cities, mountains, valleys. There won't be jets, no. Only strictly helicopters, and maybe in the future I'll make an aircraft world.
Our Jaegers are strictly jets.
Okay. Well then, I don't know what to tell you. Pretend that the helicopter's a jet for now. Yes, Mr. Vella. We'll get to the questions in a minute, and I'll let you guys talk. But just give me a second here to elaborate and continue. Okay, cool. So there's that. Staff. We're going to talk about staff. So Mr. Slavic here, he's my new head of staff. I know that some of you guys have put some, some tickets to become a staff member. If you want, the ticket is in the info center. But one thing that we're also going to do, and this was the original concept, if you guys were here from the beginning, you'll know that I believe I spoke with some of you about implementing a staff role to one person in each of your groups. Because it makes sense that if you guys are here using Fort Victoria and you're utilizing it, you're using the tools to your advantage, and you guys are calling this home, then I think it's also a little bit your responsibility to keep your home clean, right? Keep your home running smoothly, right? So I would like to implement a mandatory staff.
Yes, I like that.
Sorry about that. Is this thing on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on.
I would
keep dropping it.
All right. I would like to implement a mandatory a staff role to one person of your group. And it's not too bad. I'll have them do it maybe once or twice a week. They'll come in 30 minutes, they'll go around, ask some questions, gather data, report back, and that's it. Is that something we can get behind? Is that something that you guys would
Yeah.
agree to do?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Can
that's
it
good.
be the
Okay.
group leader? Because
No.
I don't really
Hell
trust
no.
any of my soldiers. They're all choked.
Well, I mean, I think that just we'll talk, Vizar. We'll talk after this. Okay?
Perfect.
But yes, do pick somebody out from your team. This is gonna be later on. Don't do it now until we have the paperwork ready, and then we can start doing that. But that'll come in the later week. So there's that. So another thing, we will soon, hopefully, we're in the works to partner up with the project community, a very renowned community. It's like think about it as a big VR chat convention.
Did you finally find someone to help you with that?
With what?
The project. Did you find someone else?
Yep,
Oh, yeah,
I
Glitch.
got
You were
somebody.
talking about Glitch.
Make
I
sure you record
don't
this
know.
and head out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not going to
Okay.
stay for the whole meeting.
I'm gonna continue now, Vizar. So there's that. Like I said, a lot of exciting stuff. Once we get our name out there, Blood Moon, you all right?
I'm fine. I have to get going.
He's going.
Anyway,
He had to go.
okay. Like I said, exciting stuff. Once we get that out the way, you guys can see a bigger influx of people coming through the world. Another thing, delegation. There is a delegation staff. Mr. Juns here is the head of the delegation. Can you mute your mic, please? We'll get to the questions in a minute. Okay? Mr. Juns here is the head of the delegation staff. There are, I believe, 4 other seats available, Mr. Juns? 4 or 5. There are 5 seats available. And I'm going to give those seats to group owners only. Meaning each and every one of you, group owners, can apply. You can apply, but not all of you will make it. There are only 5 seats left. Okay, there is a big, tedious, and for good reason, process to get the chair, right? But I can assure you that it's well worth it, because now this delegation staff, you guys are going to be the ones setting out new reforms, putting out new rules, making the delegation meetings, talking and brushing up on different topics. Okay, so that gives you, and at the same time, you're representing your group. But for now, I'm going to let Mr. Juntz take over so that he can further explain the delegation staff roles a little bit better. Mr. Juntz, stage all yours, man. Stage is all. I don't know if you have a mic up there.
He does not.
You don't?
He may have crashed. He might be back. I'm not sure though.
On? Is it on?
His replacement.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on.
Yep.
I'm just gonna make this short, sweet, simple. So with the delegation staff as fully is pretty much like the gateway, especially to the delegation. So we have a couple of positions. We have my position, which is chairman. The head of that ordeal. We have the vice chair, pretty much second in command. Then we have the secretary, which the secretary, what their job is just handle the drama side, and to align it. So if someone has a problem, drama starts happening, he can get it under control, and then he'll send it to the Inquisitorius for them to handle it. Next, we also have the event officer, simple in his name. He goes and controls the public events. Speaking about that, after all these chairs and all these officers are put into place, community-wide events will be hosted. such as community brawls, aka groups going against each other for fun, and just other community-wide events, maybe even some competitions like racing, boxing, stuff like that. So just community-wide fun events so everyone can have some fun. This also, you will go through the delegation to join fully. So you go through me or any of the chairmen. So if any other server wishes to join the full delegation, that's who we would go through. And then, of course, you have the regular staff run by Slavic, which is for moderation. Inquisitorius is for eradicating drama, and so on and so forth. So that's really short, sweet, simple. We already have some rules in place. But the biggest, and this is the coolest part about being the first of something. Since you're the first in it, you can pave the way for it. Especially with these chairman positions, we have very loose rules, and this is so when people get into these positions, we can talk about it through and develop a more fuller and actually complete rule book for these community-wide events, so everyone can have equal amount of fun and also participation. So, does anyone have any small, quick, simple questions? All right, thank you very much. Who else? Slavic?
Slavic, oh, I don't know. Slavic, you want to say something before I continue?
What's right?
Is there anything you want to say before I continue?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. G. Oh, yeah. All right, boys and girls. Real quick. So you heard it from him. I would find it a big personal triumph to not only represent delegation, represent what we do, you know, but we are also out here to represent your group. Again, take the time, think it over, and apply. Because if you don't, if you think that, oh, I'm going to apply, I'm not going to get the job, you're not going to get it if you don't apply. There is going to be an interview process with some questions. Okay? You know how that works? A couple chairs open. But that leads to now, once we get these roles filled, those roles can then make separate roles inside their roles to help them. So it's going to be a whole chain of command, not just the 5 seats. So that still very much opens up more possibilities. Okay, and like Mr. Jones said, it gives us the possibilities now to make events, bigger events, worldwide events or instance-wide events. Groups having fun, going to the battlefield, doing what the Milsim community was intended to do. On top of that, it's not all about events. It's also about reaching out to the community. One of the main jobs of the delegates, and by that I mean those who are in the delegation or who are going to be in the delegation staff, is to reach out to other communities that are also known to be in our Milsim configuration. That makes sense? There's a lot to do. There's a lot of opportunities that are going to be open here pretty soon. Oh, absolutely. I absolutely agree. But it's up to you and you only. Okay? Another thing, guys. Just like I said that we're going to start formatting things differently. There's going to be more paperwork. There's going to be more rules, new rules. But one rule that I believe I spoke to you guys since the beginning, and I'm really adamant about it, is the using the world at least 3 times a week for your group. I've seen groups that are on the poster. I don't see them anymore. And I won't bother listing out for now who it is. I mean, I can see who it is. They're not here. Notice how I always call roll call. I didn't call roll call today. I already have my staff on it. They know who's here, and they know who isn't.
Will groups who have not been here for the past 2 meetings...
Did you not just hear what I just said? I'm not going to list out the groups. I'm not going to list out the groups.
I didn't ask you to. I was wondering if they're getting removed.
I was going to get to that. You're jumping the gun. Don't jump the gun.
Okay.
There's gonna be a
I'm just gonna
set
eat my
of
weed.
points. Okay. Uzari, last chance. Come on, don't interrupt. Okay. So here's the thing. There's gonna be a set of points that I'm gonna start putting on the groups that don't necessarily do their duty, because I'm not gonna have you up there, and you guys aren't gonna put your part. That's not happening. I think I've been reasonably pliant with those rules and your duties. Every group here has a duty. One of the main duties is to come to delegation meetings. I don't consider them to be boring. Every time we have a delegation meeting, it's about something new, something exciting. Okay? Don't be thinking, oh, I'm going to join this, I'm going to come to a meeting, that'll be the end of it. No, no, no. Do your duty. You're doing this because you want to see change in the community that we all desperately cleave to. The communities that has literally given us and have put us where we are today. Without the community that we are in, we wouldn't have any of the possibilities that we have right now. And I would suggest you take advantage of it. Okay? So there's that. Okay? Now I'm going to brush up on a couple topics. But before I brush up on some topics, is there anything that the crowd would like to talk about? Is there anything that you guys would like to bring up that we can discuss? Anything at all? Zari? I'm all ears.
The fact that like I've noticed that the what are them fucking retards faces?
Okay.
Who were we talking about in the beginning? Who KBRP. They started to use their world a bit more. Is anything gonna happen to them?
Okay, so let me make something very clear to you guys. Let me make something very clear. I think I've clarified it many times, but I don't mind repeating myself, because that's literally my job. I'm here to facilitate you. My job is to repeat myself. It doesn't bother me. But I will clarify it once again. I cannot permanently ban people from the world. It goes against TOS. I can't put them in a box. That's still a ban. I can't put them permanently. I can't permanently do anything to them. It goes against TOS, and if VR chat finds out, then everything that we've worked so hard for, it will be kaput. There are some measures that I am taking. Believe it. You see 2 or 3 German groups in there. They know they're not supposed to be there. They know they're not supposed to be there.
I have a
They
theory
can-
on
they'll-
how to. Sorry, I thought you were done. Continue.
Well, whatever theory you may have, if you have some
It's-
suggestions, we can always talk about it. You can always talk about it directly to me. Directly to me. Okay? After the meeting. Okay?
Wait, let me write
But
it down
I
so
hope
don't forget.
I hope that verifies and that clarifies. I cannot. There's so much I can do. There's so much I can do.
I'm gonna see what groups are here.
Okay.
Let's see.
Anything else? Anybody else?
Me, Emily. What's
No?
this?
Mr. Crack, what group are you here to represent
Hell,
today?
Vampire. Oh, I remember that.
Oh, Spartan Enjoyers.
Oh, Spartan Enjoyers. Oh, okay,
Inside the
cool.
company back in the day, I laid the
Sports
ground for what now Junes is representing.
Yes, he told me all about you. Absolutely. Very nice to have you here. Absolutely very nice to have you here. You know, there are 4 rows of seats. I wish to fill those rows someday with the rest of the community. Like I said, we're here. We're open to everybody in the community, whether you come from Star Wars, whether you come from. We're here to facilitate the Milsim community. Some big stuff we want to do. And like I tell them, you know, it's absolutely up to them. You know, I can go as far as they want to go. I can't do everything by myself. You know, but luckily we have some really good group owners that are always willing to help and do good. These guys are pretty good, really good. Okay, so I last time we talked, last time we talked, yeah, last time we spoke, I will admit it was perhaps the most unhinged thing that I've ever been a part of. Super unhinged. And I owe every group here an apology, but that's what drove me. It drove me over the edge. You guys saw it. Some of you left. I don't blame you. But I owe you guys an apology. I can tell you this. That'll be the last time. Like I tell everybody, I made Fort Victoria under the concept of allowing everybody to come in, recruit, and help out the community. If there is a group or a community that utilizes our tools for bad, I'm going to take action. Because I will not allow it. And I allowed it for a long time. I allowed it for a really long time. But never again. I think you guys know what community we're talking about. And like I would continue to say, until that community can prove to the rest of us that they've changed,
He's talking about the.
as soon as they can start reforming the ways they think and do things, they have no place here.
Basically Nazis.
No place here. They proved to us time and time again that they just do not want to work with us. So that is the end of that, and I've already closed the file on that situation. And it was a little bit of a gray area. I didn't want to bring it up, but just to clarify, just in case. Okay. So new reforms into the staff and the way we do things. So here's what's going to happen pretty soon. Mr. Slavic Sniper, which I owe him a great debt to Mr. Slavic Sniper here for helping me out these past few weeks, setting up a bunch of stuff in the Discord. He's the one that's been running the tickets. For a time, he will be in charge of overseeing the groups that come in. Obviously, I know there are some groups that have already put in a ticket that we need to set up you know how it goes, the process. You need to talk to the groups, interview, make sure that the group is on board, yada, yada, yada. That'll be the job of the delegates once we get those chairs up and running. Once we get the chairs, you guys will be the ones conducting those interviews. You will be trained, you will know what to say, what to do, what to look for, and then you guys will make the decision, okay, this group can come in, okay, this group is good, okay? But for the time being, it's going to be Mr. Slavic and myself until we have those chairs. Look for us throughout the week, and we'll send out, when we're ready to do that process, we will reach out to you guys and we'll let you know, hey, you know, the interview process is starting for the chair positions. Okay? I feel like you guys are a little bored, but that's fine. It was a brief talk today. There's really not much else to brush up on, unless there's anybody here that wants to talk about anything.
Shouldn't we go through
Mr.
like how our groups are
You would
doing?
like to speak?
I would like to speak. How do I get up there?
Well, there are two ways you can come up here, either that side or that side. I'm going to fix this world pretty soon so that we can teleport people up to the stage. But Vizari, if you want to talk next, let's allow Crack to say a few words.
Hello, all of y'all from communities worldwide. Doesn't really matter where you're from, but I'm going to talk about an underlying problem in this community that I've really noticed ever since I left personally. The uprise of useless groups that get started by quest users, and they say they're Milsim groups, and they do absolutely nothing with their time. This is an underlying problem that has killed the community constantly over and over again throughout periods. What is the solution for this problem? Ignore them. Easy as that. There's comm groups and stuff like that. that always get started, but they always deplete if you ignore them. Do anything you can, anything and everything you can, to try to ignore these guys. They will annoy you. It's that easy, y'all. That's it for me.
That was kind of useless in my opinion.
You know, in some ways, he's right, but I put it into simple, much more diplomatic terms. And I think you guys have already heard me say it a couple times. But I'm gonna put into words what Crack said, short words. Fate guides the willing and drags along the reluctant. I always say it, and I will live by it. We are here to clear the path for those that want to do good in this Muslim community. And I understand. Listen, this is a game. We come on here to play. We come on here to play. We come on here to de-stress and to, you know, find a way to escape reality. And now we have to deal. Yeah, now we have to deal with groups also that are trying to annoy us. Crack over here, he's right. And like I always say, fate guides the willing and drags along the reluctant. Once these groups see what we're doing, they're going to say, oh, I want to do that because that's cool. And it's cool to do good things and help out a community that I'm in instead of sitting around and being annoying. So like I said, we're here to clear a path for the groups that want to do the things that they want to do with this community and weed out those that are ultimately going to be left behind. So thank you, Crack. I always brush up on that topic, but you sweet and simple, right to the very end. All right. Listen, staff, we are constantly busy making sure that everybody is well tended to, making sure that everybody's all right. Like I said, always, you can contact us. There's a situation, but just hang tight. There are reforms. We're going to start structuring what we do better, right? There's going to be a lot of paperwork that comes with it, but it's all in the name of just structuring what we do. Okay? But please hang in there. Sometime in the following weeks, we are gonna send out a message letting you know that the interview process for the delegation staffs are open, and then it'll literally be smooth sailing from here on out. Okay, that'll be the final thing we do when it comes to Fort Victoria staff. Okay. So like Mr. John said, you're here for the history books, right? Make sure that you leave a good mark. We're here to pave the way. Okay? Do good. Be good to people. Do things out of the kindness of your heart, and don't expect anything in return. Okay? All right. Anybody else want to brush up on any topic? Anybody? Rosari? Yes? Oh, actually, I didn't see you there, Cable Guy. I'm going to put a little red button, like on Family Feud, where you can press the button and a little shine will.
Yeah, I was literally thinking about that earlier. I was thinking you could put buttons on the seat and have assigned seats and have.
Sorry, Cable Guy. Yep.
When you click the button.
Believe me, I'm gonna revamp this world. I'm gonna do some nice things to it, but that takes time. Right now, like I said, I'm focusing on the other Milsim world with the vehicles. So until that's done.
Alright, me and you, next Red.
Yeah, do you want me to come up with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who are new, also don't remember me, I'm Emperor Vasari, the bullshit one. Or, sorry, real bullshit one. Not the fake ones, which is why I'm coming up here. There is someone who is trying to be us in a way that they have attempted to copy our group as close as they can. We've tried talking to them multiple times. VR chat won't do anything about them.
Oh, I know
So
who's
if you see anyone, oops, sorry, if you see anyone in the group known as the New Helgen Republic, let them know that they're not us. And also blacklist them from your thingies because I've had multiple people come up to me complaining that I'm doing all these bad things. I'm threatening to dox people. I'm threatening to DDoS people. I'm a pedophile. I'm a Nazi. And it's all because of this group. It's ruining my image. It's ruining my group's image. So I ask from all of you, if you see them, fuck them up. And also, there's a light out on aisle 2. It's not drama. No.
We have a way, Bizarre, we have a way of dealing with these things, and it's not letting everybody know. I already got a group in trouble because they did exactly what you did. If you have an issue, give me the mic. Let me have the mic. I told you, you're good.
I just want people to know that.
Get the flip off the stage. That's drama.
You know who made my birthday party.
I promise.
All right, gentlemen, ladies, real quick. When it comes to situations like these, yes, lady, sit down. When it comes to situations like these, we have a particular staff that deals with external affairs. One thing that I will not tolerate, listen, one thing that I will not stand for is exactly what Akir went up here to do. I know he has an issue. That has to stay, Vizari, within staff. Okay? Always. And that
me.
Okay. But it needs to go through us first so that we can deliberate on what it is we want to do first. Okay? So that we can have a plan. But we do not announce these things. If you have an issue with another group and you think, this goes for everybody, and you think that they might be dangerous, or they're trying to do things, under the table there that might, not work out in our favor, or whatever the case may be. I'm trying to sugarcoat it here a bit. Come to me first. Don't go to any other groups, Vizari. Come to me. I have staff that deal with that situation. But we cannot do what Vizari did, or any other people. I'm sorry for putting you on blast, but I have to use you as an example. It's not the first time this happened. Okay, that's a no-no. And let me tell you this. I'm not gonna hold you to it, Vizari, but next time I will. Okay, I had to kick somebody out of delegation for doing that. Exactly that. A whole group. For not coming to me first. Okay, and you guys know the rules. Okay. Thank you, Vizari. Come see us after, and hopefully we can take care of it. Cable guy, I know you were itching. Come right up. Oh, such an awkward. I'm gonna have to put stairs up here. Sorry, cable guy. Go. Come around. It's a walk.
Need a little grabber so you can extend the grabber.
Matter of fact, fuck this.
I'm gonna put the same system I have at Fort Victoria. Oh, there you go. Or you can have magical powers. Okay.
Forget all you.
Sorry. Please. Mute yourself.
All right. Evening, everybody. Ooh. So I just wanted to let all of you know that I will be closing Riot Military and merging with this man's group right here, Hondo. I'll let him get more into that.
All right. How's this working? This going good?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Hello. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Hondo or Red. I don't really care what you call me as long as it's not like something dumb. But hi. I own a United States military group called the United States Armed Forces, and I've been allies with Cable Guy's group over here for a little bit of time now. and just want to let the delegation and everyone a part of it know that they are going to be merging with us and all of that. This isn't like like a huge topic. We don't have to go super in depth with it, but if you have any questions, you want to talk to me, feel free. But yeah, just want to let you guys know, and yeah, have a wonderful evening or day or whatever.
All right. It's been an honor being a part of this delegation, Lord Melbourne. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this community.
Yeah, of course. Sounds like a goodbye, but you're still gonna be here.
It's not a goodbye forever. I'll still be around for sure. I might actually want to apply for staff, so I'll probably
Okay.
either talk to Juns or Slavic.
Yeah,
How would
depends
I
on what staff,
do the
but,
ticket?
Discord. Well, we can show you
Discord.
after.
I already
Okay.
tossed mine in.
Well,
Tossed it out. Just kidding.
damn. Take the L. I apologize. It's been an honor serving with all of you.
Your mic.
It's
not on.
shit.
It's on.
All right. It's been an honor serving with all of you. I'll still be around for sure. I'll just be over here with Hondo in his group. You should. I feel like you should explain what I'll be doing. Like I'll be general, and then I'll be
Okay,
taking
yeah.
over that section.
All right, so a little bit of extra information. Cable guy, he's coming up
That's
acting
not
like
on.
he's just
Not on.
disappearing.
Not
Oh, it's,
on.
hello.
It's
Your
not on.
mic's not on.
It was on
Hello?
for me at least.
You
It's
gotta
on.
hold the button.
I am. I am
You see
holding
the
the
You have
little
to hold it.
lightsaber button? You gotta hold that.
Hello?
Oh,
Are
boy.
they just messing with me? Is
There
it-
we
is it
go.
working?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No, no.
No, now it's on.
Okay. Sorry about that. Anyways, cable guy, he came up here acting like he's just, like dying, disappearing forever, not doing VR chat ever again. That's not necessarily true. he's still gonna be
that's not
he's
the
still gonna be
case.
around. He's still gonna be up here. And in fact, he's joining my group. In fact, and going to be the general of the army. In my group, we have all of the branches of the military, excluding the space force because they're like glorified scientists. But anyways, yeah, so he's going to be joining my group
Yeah,
as
it's
the
great.
general of the Air Force. He's still going to be around. He's still going to be doing stuff, but not running his
Air
own group.
Force.
Are you gonna have the Coast Guard?
Army. I do have the Coast Guard, yes.
Like Jesus Christ.
But yeah, that's anything else?
That'd be it.
Yeah,
Alright.
right, so you won't have glorified scientists.
Okay,
It was a pleasure.
whatever.
Thank you, Mr. Red.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Alright, I want to go up there.
Yep.
We protect the waters.
Okay. And so, anybody else? Anybody else want to come up here, share a thing or
I
two?
love the Coast Guard.
Nice to have you, Potato Sauce.
Really
Anybody else?
quick,
Anybody else?
From
Raul?
our perspective, your staff look like little kids sitting at the lunch table. I'm sorry. I just
And from my perspective, you look like a little kid too.
Yes.
Here you go,
Oh.
Mr. Wildcat.
Ching-chong and Johnny's head is like peeking up above the table.
I do have to go.
No, I mean, that's why there's a camera there, so that.
I would have.
I'll be on in like
Hey,
20 minutes to talk to you about the stuff.
Oh no.
Alright, cool.
I would like to do some stand-up comedy.
Alright.
All right. So I think Mr. Wildcat crashed. Potato, you're late to the party, but you're here either way. You want to say something? You're coming up? You want to say something? Yes? No? Perhaps? Maybe? No? Okay.
Keep ripping sword.
Okay, so if nobody else has any.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Okay. Anyway, just to retouch, just to touch up on what we have already explained, Potato. We spoke about some new delegation opportunities. We talked. I can fill you in. We talked about some general staff applications as well. How we're reforming to kind of, structure what we do here better. So there's that. There he goes. Okay.
Crack is on crack.
I don't think Mr. Wawa Cat is going to survive the tummy ache.
No, he keeps crashing.
Okay.
There's something wrong
Yeah, I
with
see
your
that. Yeah, it's
Get a better
very small in
headset.
megabytes, but it's the meshes are horrendous.
Practice
Anyway,
hitting the microphone.
okay. Listen, if we're not gonna talk about anything else, I think I've already addressed what I needed to address. So, all right, sir, we can talk.
Friend me! Friend me!
All right,
Not a fucking chance, faggot.
all right,
What the fuck? You fucking.
all right, all right. So I'm gonna let Wawa say some things, and then I'm gonna dismiss from here.
Boo.
All right, is this mic on? Is this mic on?
Yeah, it's working.
No,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. I'm Wawa or Cat from Task Force Omega. Really quickly. Oh, my headset is dying once again. I'd just like to pick up on something that Melbourne was talking about. This has become an issue that has become very, very aware to me. I'm just gonna make it very short, very sweet. None of our delegation staff, or I have yet to see it, have been reaching out to new groups that are used for Victoria, and I believe that if we want to expand, as Melbourne was saying, expand ourselves as for Victoria, all of us delegation staff have a responsibility to do so. So, please, I just thought I'd bring that to everybody's attention.
Okay. Yeah, gentlemen. Like we said from the beginning, hopefully with this new delegation, this new delegation staff, we can have these new opportunities so that we can kind of start, just reforming everything, making sure that everybody's doing their duties as delegates, right? Because you guys are delegates. Make sure that you guys are doing your duty to the community, that you're doing the duty to Fort Victoria, that you guys are here, that you guys are ready to listen, that you guys are intuiting what we're doing and what we're saying, and that you guys can execute, your duties, efficiently. And that's going to come with the help of Inquisitorial, which, by the way, I forgot to mention Inquisitorial. So General Staff. Once you reach General Staff and you've been in General Staff for a while, you can have the chance to move up to the Inquisitorial branch. I'm not going to get into too much detail on what Inquisitorial is. You have Google, look up what the word Inquisitorial means, and you might get a general idea. Okay, I'm going to kill this kid.
Oh
Sorry.
no,
Shut
we're
up.
not
I thought it was muted, my bad.
I'm gonna hurt dumbass.
Yeah, you do that. Okay, so if there's nobody else that wants to say anything, I'm going to leave it to Mr. Slavic, and then I'm going to dismiss from here. Mr. Slavic.
Inquisitorial means to inquisitate on something.
No way.
I don't know what inquisitate means.
I'm gonna strangle him.
Okay, alrighty. Howdy, everyone. What's it called? If I can go ahead and make sure that each and every single group leader that is currently sponsored, everyone who's on the sponsor board and who is possibly being put onto it, to please join the info center. The info center can be found in the staff VRC group and both in the recruitment based VRC group, and soon enough to be in the delegation VRC group. Go into one of those two groups and join the Discord invite link that's linked in, and then ping me with your group name and your VRC or something, and just state you need the sponsorship role already. For the people who aren't on the board yet, we'll talk to you after. Otherwise, any questions about that? It's just so then you guys can end up posting your group stuff in the info center, and also so we can get in contact with you, and when delegation meetings and other things.
There's a room under here.
Sorry, what are you talking
about?
So if that's it, if nobody else has anything that they want to add, I'm going to dismiss you. And like Mr. Slavic said, if you have already, which I think everybody here is already in delegation, but if you are new, Rich, are you bored? You alright?
I'm high.
Lovely.
Motherfucker was eating a shit ton of
So
edibles.
that's another. So listen here for a minute. So
One,
here's
two,
what we're
one,
gonna
two.
do as well. Here's what we're gonna do up here as well. In a minute. Like I said, you were brought in here to do a job. If we see that you guys start lacking, you can continue using the world, but you won't be a part of this. I need people that take this shit serious. Because this is your community, and like Crack said, if you're just here to have a poster up on the wall, you're doing it all wrong, and you don't belong here.
What if we
So
had a
I'll tell
board
you.
that would... Sorry, can I... Sorry.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dismiss. If you are new, and this is your first time in delegation, and your poster is still not up there, you can come meet us backstage over there's a little door, and we'll be able to answer any questions you have. Only the peoples that.
What the fuck?
All right.
I kept my mouth closed this whole meeting.
Ah, well, that was
Hey,
something.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm leaving, bro. I'm getting out of here.
I'm out, bro. Oh, what the?
You gotta give me a minute. Ooh, no.
So let me ask you guys something. Let me ask you something right now. Who invited him here?
Who is him?
Not me.
Nope, didn't do it.
Nobody knows.
I don't know who him is.
First of all, who's Mr. Riley Freeman? Mr. Freeman, are you a part of the delegation? I don't think you are.
Not mine. Me and Guy on red.
But he joins. So nobody knows. Nobody knows where he came from.
Who's him? Him? That one? Who? I can't hear you, Slavic. Zesty?
Forget it.
So stupid.
What is love? Oh wait, shit! He said he was gonna answer our questions in the back. You. Wait.
I'm gonna get up for a minute. I gotta stand up. I also gotta move anyway.
All right, so that's everything.
He said he was